In the first edition of New Blue, inside the 2014 Johns Hopkins men's lacrosse season, the Blue Jays got off to a 3-0 start with wins against Ohio State, Towson, and Michigan. A quick start for a young team craving the chance to craft its own part in the storied history of Hopkins lacrosse. With the 3 wins under its belt, Hopkins was 5th in the national rankings at the end of February and eagerly looking forward to the challenges of March. The 3-0 start became 4-0 on the first day of March as Johns Hopkins passed its first road test of the season with a 15-9 win at Princeton.
To be able to go on the road against Princeton, a very tough challenge, and to be able to perform the way we did, we were extremely happy.
It was a really important game for us to win, especially in the fashion that we did. We came out really hot in the beginning, and we just continued throughout the game.
I think it was huge for us just to get a big one early. That was one of the most fired up I've been in a long time. I was really excited to go out there and play. So I think it was great to go out and get that win.
The different type of attitude that we had this year is that we were going to take every game individually. We weren't going to look ahead. We were just taking one game at a time.
A week later, the streak was 5 straight as Hopkins used a 15-8 win at UMBC to jump to number 2 in the national polls. A group that was getting strong production from the attack and a standout performance at the X from junior Drew Kennedy.
Drew Kennedy and the face-off group has done a great job, and I think from our point of view, it's not one guy. It is all the personnel. It's the wings, it's the second, the third, the fourth face-off guys. They all figure into the success of our face-off man that week. Drew's a guy who's out there every day doing extra. He learned that from Mike Poppleton. Mike Poppleton learned that from Matt Delente.
It is definitely a tradition thing. I mean, I talked to both Mike and Matt a lot, just like asking them for advice and everything throughout the season. Just the standard at Hopkins is we like to win faceoffs, get extra possessions for our offense.
I'm really pleased with this group. They've embraced those expectations, they've embraced their craft, and they've worked diligently to not be good at it, but to be very good at it.
With a 5-0 record and number 2 national ranking on the resume, the gauntlet of the 2014 schedule started with a test against rival Syracuse, which came to Homewood Field in dire need of a signature win. Ryan Brown turned in one of the great individual performances in school history as he netted 8 of Johns Hopkins' 10 goals.
Streaking towards the middle, good pass down low and fires away! Ryan Brown, goal number 8, unbelievable!
But the Orange made the Blue Jays pay for each mistake in what eventually became a 12-10 SU victory. There's no time to worry about what's in the past at Johns Hopkins, as one top 10 matchup is quickly followed by another. 1 week after hosting Syracuse, the Blue Jays had a date with longtime rival Virginia in Charlottesville.
All right, so we're gonna give him a different look.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
21, 24, 1, 3, 41, 14, 32. So go this way. Go this way. Go this way. Second time it goes here, there. It goes there, we're rolling off, we're starting to cut, goes there, we're cutting down, and it's a 1-4, right? So again, go here, so clockwise counter, when it gets to 41, carry, roll 1 off, and then sit in a 3-3 again.
Yep.
Okay, do we understand that?
Yes.
Do I need to go over it again?
No.
Okay, last one.
After a full week of practice and preparation, the Blue Jays departed for Virginia. A team dinner followed by the 3-hour bus ride, and the Blue Jays arrived in Charlottesville with an opportunity to relax and focus with the distractions of home left in Baltimore.
Don't be afraid to make a mistake today. Go make a play, okay?
game day. The visible signs to the fans in attendance include pre-game warm-ups on the field and the bustle of a stadium filling for one of the great rivalries in college lacrosse. Behind the scenes, Coach Petramala and his Blue Jays begin with a quiet intensity upon arrival, an intensity that grows as face-off draws closer.
Matchups for a second. We know 41 wants to get across the face of the goal. Yep. You got to play this guy like you played that day you had the short stick in your hand. It's all about feet. Okay? We brought you here for a reason. Well, this is the opportunity you've been waiting for, huh? Come on, come on, come on. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. You got it, baby. You show him what it's like to work together. All right, Jack. Okay, I've been doing this a long time. And I'll be honest with you, it doesn't get better than this. Big time programs, big time teams, big time game. But we've taught you everything you do is big time. Your exams are big time. You're holding the door for a person is big time. Doing what's right is big time. We got to believe in our preparation. We got to believe in our teammates. You got to believe in your coaches. And then you got to go out and give everything you got to do what's right. You came to a place like Hopkins to challenge yourself. You didn't come just to be a starter. You didn't come just to do this or that. You came to be challenged as a student, as a player, and as a man. So today you're going to be challenged as a player and as a man. Step up to the challenge.
Yeah, baby.
Go out, have fun, play physical, play hard, play clean, and don't worry about the outcome. Worry about what's right in front of you. And that's a blue and orange jersey, and you get the job done. Let's go!
Staying the course is a phrase that Coach Petramala has used often in his time as the head coach at Johns Hopkins, and an early assault by the Cavaliers requires just that. After UVA builds a 4-1 lead, the Blue Jays begin their comeback, knotting the game at 4 by the end of the first quarter, before grabbing a 7-6 lead at halftime.
Offense, great job capitalizing.
The one-goal lead for Johns Hopkins would become 2 on 3 different occasions in the second half, as the Blue Jays took the lead into the fourth quarter. But sports can be unkind, and the Cavaliers rallied to tie the game late in the second half. For the second time this year, overtime was needed to determine the winner.
They say it's a matter of time, 1,000 days and the sun won't shine before I come back to you. happy, nothing's going to stop me. I'm making my way home, I'm making my way. Nothing's going to stop me. I'm making my way home, I'm making my way.
You know, you walk in, you got a group of young men that are upset. They're angry, they're disappointed. It's my job to get us to focus on what we need to focus on, and it was to learn from our mistakes and move forward. What we're going to do here is we're going to review. So let's get down to the brass tacks here and talk about Carolina. The first thing we got to handle is transition. Next one is quick strike and early offense. Now we see a good looking 12 right there. 22 one hand. Right. Where are we forcing everybody when we can to their one hands? In the end, we still got to play lacrosse. Abide by our rules, support one another, guard the ball, and when the ball hits the floor, we're going to say, let's get up and out. Understood? Have a good day.
The focus was now on 5th-ranked North Carolina, a strong opponent that Johns Hopkins has a storied history with. History is a significant part of the tradition that is Johns Hopkins lacrosse, one that encompasses 44 national championships, 9 NCAA titles, and more than 180 first-team All-Americans.
You know, you've heard our guys say it's an honor to put that jersey on every day. Well, these are the guys that have made putting that jersey on such an honor because, you know, they put a lot of the sweat and a lot of the hard work in to earn those championships and help create this rich tradition and this rich history. I mean, it just didn't happen. And I think it's critical to this program that our players have that respect and reverence and really understand where we've come from.
It's great because you walk around the building, Quartus is just a huge monument of Hopkins lacrosse with all the championship teams, all their pictures and everything all over the place. I mean, it's awesome just to see it every day.
You know, I remember the day that I committed to Hopkins and to realize that, you know, I'm at such a historic institution in Hopkins. To be a part of it really is an honor. It really is. The fact that I'm able to put that Hopkins name on my chest is something I can't describe. It's truly a great honor. You know, I'm very, very happy and very, very thankful that I was given this opportunity.
On a day honoring the past, 5 Johns Hopkins national championship teams returned to Homewood Field for Champions Day. More than 75 former Blue Jay student athletes were on hand to be recognized and relive memories from their time at Homewood.
Winning the faceoff, as he's done all season, Drew Kennedy fakes out Mathai. Now a shot coming from Crawley, and he skips it in. Turnover, and a nice hit. Ben has it, 1:40 to play. Brown over to Stanwyck, fake shot, and he puts it in. Now back behind the net, Carolina has it, shot on goal, put in the back of the net by Joey Sankey. As Catoni has it, shot on goal by Catoni, it squirts through. Holding Catoni. They get it into the offensive zone. Stanwyck has it. Shot on goal, scored by Brandon Ben.
But a quick start against North Carolina wasn't enough.
Creighton with it, shot on goal, skips past Schneider. Behind the net, Sankey makes his move, and Sankey goes top right corner. Foster gets it, and they put it in the back of the net.
A 7-5 lead at the half became a 4-goal loss that left the Blue Jays' record at 5-3 entering the month of April.
Everybody falls down. People will criticize you for falling down, not falling down. A man isn't measured by his failures. A man is measured by how he handles his failures. So for us, this is an opportunity to learn more about ourselves and the character of our team and how we handle adversity. And if we handle it the right way, it strengthens you, it makes your team stronger, it makes your team better.
The New Blue of 2014 faced numerous challenges in the first half of the season. To achieve their goals, they'll need to learn from these challenges and quickly move forward. The next game for any team is always the biggest. With 6 regular season games left on the schedule, the story of New Blue is taking shape, and only time will reveal its final destiny. Part 3 of New Blue, coming early May.